Thanks so much for joining us here on this Thursday. I'm Brooke Hash, and to anyone watching on our free WHAS 11 Plus app, today marks 5 years since Metro Police shot and killed Breonna Taylor inside her apartment. Officers were executing a no-knock search warrant when Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, fired a shot toward the door, saying he thought someone was breaking in. Police returned fire, hitting and killing Taylor. The case continues to this day. Former LMPD detective Brett Hankison was convicted of federal civil rights violations for his actions during that night raid. He is set to be sentenced next month. The federal consent decree meant to guide reforms for LMPD was in a large part sparked by Taylor's death. It was signed by the city in December, but since then it's been hung up in federal court. Even if a judge does not give final approval, Mayor Craig Greenberg says the city will move forward with police reforms.
We're not waiting. We've been taking action, and as I've said, we are going to continue to move forward. With or without the consent decree that's been filed in the federal court, we will move forward implementing these reforms and improvements in a formal way with community feedback and accountability built in.
Now, the DOJ has until March 20th to respond to the judge's decision if one is made. Metro Councilwoman Shamika Parrish-Wright spoke at City Hall this morning with an update on what she calls the People's Consent Decree. Filed last year, its goal was to formally recognize the wrongdoings of police and how the people of Louisville want to move forward with better policing for everyone. The coalition behind the People's Decree wanted LMPD and the city to accept a number of responsibilities before signing that official consent decree, which happened months later. Breonna Taylor's aunt, Bianca Austin, reacting to where we are today.
We need to remember the life that was lost today and how this could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. This could have been avoided. The People's Consent Decree is the resolution. We need the People's Consent Decree signed. We need that, not just for Breonna Taylor, but all those other names that was just named.
Now, the Families United, an advocacy group for victims of police violence, has called for people to wear purple today in honor of Breonna Taylor. There will also be a national moment of silence at 3:13 this afternoon. Locals are expected to gather at Jefferson Square Park during that time. A deadly shooting and bomb threat in Middletown has had a lot of neighbors feeling uneasy over the last 24 hours. The incident happened just after 7:30 yesterday morning outside an apartment complex. Police told us today there is a person of interest and no more a threat to the public. Clary Shaley spoke with nearby residents, still asking questions.
The sound of a controlled detonation by the Metro Police bomb squad in a Middletown neighborhood full of condominiums.
It's crazy, it's scary. We've never had anything remotely as big as this.
A day-long incident turns the neighborhood upside down. Police were called to Winter Springs Court at 7:30 a.m. and found a man with gunshot wounds on the ground. He died a few hours later.
Cops start showing up, and I mean, 15 minutes, it was just swarms, red and blue everywhere.
The police force only continued to grow throughout the day. Louisville Metro homicide detectives and bomb unit joined Middletown Police alongside the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Officers finding a suspicious package during their investigation that was determined to be safe, but they did eventually detonate something.
I would never expect this here ever.
This event shocking the close neighborhood.
A lot of people who are just kind of slowing down and wanting to just be in a quiet, safe neighborhood.
Everybody gets along. We've got big friend groups.
But the tight-knit community holds true while they wait for answers and to get back to their daily lives.
A nice neighbor gave me some ice and some water that I could put in my cup, so I'm good now. So we just hope everything comes out all right.
I know once they release an identity, it's going to definitely shake a lot of people up. All of us are already pretty shook up from it already, but I hope this family's okay.
In Middletown, Clary Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
And we have just learned the name of the man killed in that shooting in Middletown. The coroner said 65-year-old John Thomas McQuillan died of a gunshot wound at the hospital about an hour later. Middletown PD said they have a person of interest and, again, no danger to the public. We'll keep you updated on that. We do have our Alexander Goldberg on that story for the rest of the day. Meanwhile, talking about a nice day ahead, Mallory, of what could potentially be some strong weather. tomorrow?
Yes, Friday night through Saturday night. That's really the time frame that we're paying attention to. So in the meantime, get out and enjoy this nice week of weather that we've had. It's been feeling like spring. Yesterday, we hit 80 degrees for the first time this calendar year. And right now, we're taking a live look outside from our Bachman Auto Group U of L health camera. We've had more clouds around this morning, but we're starting to see some breaks there at this lunchtime hour. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s in Louisville right now. Winds are fairly calm. So all in all, a nice day across Kentuckiana. Some of those other temperatures at this hour: 68 in Shepherdsville, 66 in E-Town, 68 degrees in Hardinsburg, and 65 currently in LaGrange. Max HD radar has been mainly quiet in terms of any kind of rain, trying to get a few showers going down to the south, but those have fizzled. We have more clearing to the north, a little bit more cloud cover to the south at this hour. Big picture view, we do have an upper level low around Tennessee and Mississippi, and also kind of a washed out front just to our north. So this could be enough to trigger an isolated shower or storm for the rest of the day today, but otherwise it's going to be warm and winds are going to stay fairly light, between about 5 to 10 miles per hour coming in from the south. So expect those high temperatures to top out in the mid to upper 70s, running about 20 degrees above normal for this time of year. Clearing skies tonight for that total lunar eclipse, and then we're talking those strong storms by the weekend. More details in our 7-day forecast.
Mallory, thank you. Days after his sudden death, we are hearing from many of you who knew Louisville's Junior Bridgman. From the city's biggest sports stars to people who worked at the local Wendy's restaurants he ran. Alexander Goldberg and photojournalist Gabby DeGeorge on Bridgman's legacy.
He changed the city of Louisville. He changed the fans of the University of Louisville.
Junior Bridgman, a man known for working tirelessly behind the scenes, was always at the center of his community.
Kind of an athletic entertainment area.
Especially in Louisville, the place the East Chicago, Indiana native called home. A University of Louisville icon, an NBA star with billionaire status.
Playing a game of basketball was always fun.
And business ventures that spanned from Valhalla to Wendy's.
People think that, oh, that's the bottom, you know, if you go work at a fast food restaurant. But when you work for Junior Bridgman, it didn't feel like the bottom.
Bianca Cox Richardson was a Wendy's employee as a teenager.
He showed me how to be an entrepreneur. You know, if you take care of your people's gonna take care of you.
As a boss, she said he was still flipping burgers and dropping fries, but what stands out, he paid for her stillborn son's funeral.
This made me feel good to know that people cared.
Bridgman died on March 11th from a medical emergency while at the Galt House speaking to a group of Boy Scouts. Former Metro Council President David Tandy was in the room.
The first question was about his business acumen, and Junior quickly moved on to the next question without focusing on anything about himself, and wanted to talk more about why he was there to support scouting and what was important to him.
He said it was during that presentation Bridgman told the crowd he was having chest pains. Now, Tandy says Bridgman's last act on Earth
was one of service, which I feel like is very fitting tribute to Junior and for his life, because he was constantly giving and serving others.
On and off the court, a legend, Junior Bridgman, who touched the lives of many in Louisville and beyond. In Louisville, Alexander Goldberg, WHAS11 on your side.
We've also heard from Bridgman's daughter, Eden, and in a statement posted to social media, she said, as both a daughter and a business leader, I am forever grateful for his mentorship, guidance, and the powerful example he set in both family life and professional excellence. We have a special right now airing on Junior Bridgman's impact on the U of L program and the massive amount of people sending their condolences in on WHAS 11+. And you can watch it anytime for free on the WHAS 11+ app. Download it to your TV right now.